Hey everyone, Ray here with Rinksworks. Today's video we're working on this 2023 Dodge Ram. It's got an interesting problem. It's giving us a parking light out error message, but yet it seems like all the lights are working. So we're going to figure that out. So we're going to go through the steps of troubleshooting it, figure out what's going on, and then we're going to fix it. So if you have a Dodge Ram with some odd light issues or messages, error messages, then this video might help you out. So stay tuned and we'll figure it out and we'll get started right now. All right, so here's the message. And I'll explain a little bit more about it here in a bit, but sometimes that stores in the messages and sometimes it does not. So as you can see, that one, it did not store it in the messages. So obviously I got that. What's the first thing I did? Well, I went out and checked all the parking lights. I'm just going to show you real quick. Okay, front parking lights. And I did verify both bulbs and both lights are working. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. And we're going to turn on our parking lights. So they should both be on right now. Let's check our left indicator. Now we'll check our right indicator. Now we'll check our brake lights. Okay, now I did that quickly because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to bring you in here now and show you something. Alright guys, so the exercise we just went through is exactly what I did. I got that message at some point, and I said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to check all the parking lights and see if they work. So next day rolled around, I turned the lights on, either way, just the parking lights or the headlights, and checked all four like we just did, both fronts and backs, and they all lit up. So then I turned this back off. So I thought, well, I'm here, I'll check the left indicator, and it worked. And I checked the right indicator, and it worked, both front and back on both. Then I wedged a hammer or something down on the brake pedal, and it worked. The lights worked, and the center light worked, so no problem. So I thought, well, it was an anomaly. Apparently I don't have a problem. All the lights work. So then it happened again. But this time I noticed it happened at night, and then it happened the next night, only at night. So what I realized is I leave this on auto all the time, so the lights just come on when it gets dark. So the problem was happening when the headlights were on, or when the lights were on. So we're going to simulate that now. So headlights are on. First thing I'm going to do, we already checked, all the bulbs seem to be working. I'm going to press the brakes. Pressing the brakes right now. Oh, look what I get. Parking light out. So now we've just proven that it is something coming from the back of the vehicle. So the fronts are out of the picture now. So let's go left indicator. Nothing. Right indicator. So we just narrowed it down to passenger side rear light. So we took the center brake light out and we took the driver's side brake light out of the equation. See what's happening? Now, do the left again. Nothing happens. Then when I press on the brakes, or when I turn on the right indicator. Okay, so let's go take a look at that rear passenger side light fixture. Okay, we're going to do one more little test before we take things apart. Now, you guys are back there, so I can't see, so I'll need you, if you're watching on your phone, yell into your phone, let me know if the lights come on or not. So, lights are on now. Left indicator. Right indicator. Does it look like they're working? Because you probably just heard the parking light came on. And now I'm going to hit the brake lights. And we got the parking light warning out again. So, alright, now let's look at it. Okay, let's remove the light assembly. To do that, there's a Torx here and a Torx here. They're both 225s. Some of you guys might have some clips. I think I've seen some of these with little clips on here also, which I have no idea why. It doesn't make sense. Maybe Dodge has a contract with a clip making company that have to use a certain amount. I don't know. Pull those off real quick. I think I mentioned this is a T25. Okay, now there's the light assembly loose, and I think there's a couple tabs in here. So I think you pull this whole assembly back this way towards you. I'm going to try to just kind of get in here with my fingers and give it some help, so I don't want to break it. There. There it goes. That sounded worse than it was. Okay. So this bottom one is for your reversing light, and this is for the light that's in question. Now this just rotates off of here like so, and here's our bulb. I'm going to just gently set that down here. Okay. I'm not going to just change that bulb. I have a feeling there might be something else going on here, so I'm not going to just go buy a bulb and put it in here. So let's do a little experimenting. I think what I'm going to do, because this taillight is so easy to take off, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this one real quick. You don't need to watch again. I'll pull that and then we'll come back. I won't do anything else but pull that light. I pulled this light out. It's in the same state the other one is in. I just want to show you real quick. These are the clips that you have to pull the light back from. So you have these little tabs here, and those tabs just slide into those clips. So that's what's going on with that. So I think what we're going to do, we're just going to swap the two bulbs. So boom, we'll swap them, and then we'll see if we get the same results. So these bulbs just pull out of here. You hold one side here and just pull the bulb straight out. But I noticed something here. See this socket? And let's go look at the other one. It's different. So one of them's been changed before. I'm guessing this one. See how this one's gray up here? And if you look at this one looks kind of burnt. This is the good one, by the way, or the good side. And this one looks really new. I don't see any heat damage whatsoever. So that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna swap the bulbs. So you notice I'm using gloves now. Really, you shouldn't touch these bulbs probably with your bare hands to keep your finger oils off of them. This one is a 3157. This one should be a 3157. And it is a 3157K. So that bulb is also slightly different than this one, just I can tell by the markings. So something's gone on this side before. Okay. You can see both bulbs. I'm going to go in the truck. We're going to do just like we did before. I'm going to test it, see if we have the problem on the same side, the same way. So turn the key on, turn the lights on. You should be able to see both bulbs. I'm going to hit the brake lights. And we get our parking light out light, so we still have the problem. Let's go left indicator. That is not triggering the warning light. Right indicator. And that did trigger the warning light. Okay, so we just eliminated the bulb as being the problem. Okay, I swapped the bulbs back. So this is back at its original spot. This is the passenger side. So I think what we're going to do now, we've eliminated the bulb as being the problem. Problem's still on this side, even with the bulb switched. Let's swap the sockets over. And I think you lift up that little tab here and just slid it forward. And there's, okay, then you press here. That's easy. Press there, pull this out. Let me go get the one off the other side. And I'm putting the one we took out from over there, I'm putting it in over here. And we'll we'll put this one in over here. Yeah, that other socket has definitely been changed. So this one appears to be original, but that one that was in here does not. Okay, let's run our test again. Okay, hopefully you can see the light bulbs. I'm going to turn the key on again. I'm going to turn the lights on. Hopefully you can see both the bulbs are on. Now, I'm going to step on the brakes and see if we still have the problem with the brakes. We do. Parking light out, light came on. Let's do left indicator. Ah, guess what happened? Parking light out came on. Let's try the right indicator. Nothing's happening. So we switched the problem to the driver's side. Now we know what the problem is. It's the socket. Interesting. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so here's the two sockets sitting side by side. I can't match up any of the numbers. So, I don't know where this one came from. Clearly this is a new one. That's the one that was in the passenger side. And we duplicated the problem by putting it in the driver's side. So, I mean, there's a few physical differences. But, I mean, it's just holding light bulbs. So, obviously they fit. The lights fit in there. So, I did some, my good meter's actually at work right now, but I did some probing around on those just to see if I could see some resistance differences. I don't know if there's any electronics in this or not. There really shouldn't be, but maybe there is. Maybe with the bulb in there, maybe you need to flash the computer to get the correct voltage drop or resistance for the computer. I don't know. I'll investigate that. But I doubt it. I had a 71 Nova in the driveway. It's got the original sockets. It's 55 years old. They work just fine. That's 3 years old. Look how dark and burnt it is. Don't know how old this one is. It looks pretty darn new. So I think what I'm going to do, I did some probing around too with the bulbs in, but I'm reading through the bulbs, so I don't know. I could put a tracker on it, I guess, and see if I can see if there's any electronics in here, but I'm not going to bother. I think I'm going to do some research, see if there's any computer issues going on. Otherwise, I'll go to Dodge. I'm not going to Amazon one of these because that's probably where this came from. I don't know. I'll go to Dodge, get a socket, maybe two, because since this one's getting already burnt. And then we'll try that. So I'll come back after I figure out some more stuff. Meanwhile, I'm going to put this back together because the customer needs the truck. And, he's got the annoying light when he's driving around at night, but otherwise it appears to work from the back, so he's not going to get pulled over for it. So I'll do more research, come back, and we'll discuss more. Alright guys, so it's been a couple weeks. I ordered a socket from Dodge. There's the part number. Now I put the bad socket in the driver's side, so let me pull that apart real quick, and then we'll test it, make sure the problem's still there, and then we'll swap them. Alright, I got the lens off, bulb exposed, and the socket exposed. Let's jump in and check to make sure the problem's still there. Okay, truck's running, lights are off, left indicator, no problem, hit the brakes, no problem. Let's turn the lights on. Indicator. Okay, problem's there. Let's just check the right just for giggles. Okay, no problem with the right. Okay, let's go change it out. Alright, moment of truth, let's go try it. Alright, here we are, truck running. Lights on. Left indicator. Looks like we fixed it, guys. Just to show you that I didn't actually swap them and try to trick you. Hit the brakes and the indicator. All right, we got it fixed. I just got to know if there's something in here. See if we can break it open. All right, guys, so I took it all apart. There's no electronics in it. It's just contacts. I don't know why it didn't work. I could have investigated more, you know, for fit, but I don't know. Seemed like everything was working as applicable. So we'll leave this one here. I'm done with it. I appreciate you watching. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you want. I'm going to be doing a spray-in bed liner in this truck coming up, and I'm also going to do a headache rack. So I'll make a headache rack, and I'll also have rails with tie downs. So we'll be doing that coming up. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.